The importance of research and due diligence in investment. When entering into a business partnership or making an acquisition, one of the most important procedures for a corporation to take is to conduct investment due diligence. As the phrase says, due diligence refers to a comprehensive investigation of a company, which enables investors to make educated investment decisions and reduces the associated risks. It helps determine the company's long-term profitability by the conditions of the market, recognizing unrealized growth potential, identifying potential gaps in business practices, and verifying disclosures and legal histories that may have an impact on the company's future growth. The failure to perform adequate due diligence might have extremely severe repercussions. There is no respectable organization that would knowingly act negligently. But investors could lose money if they make selections not based on solid data but rather on their gut feelings. Does it make sense to look at the company's balance sheet? Is the potential financial risk something that can be controlled? It is essential to have a complete understanding of all the relevant information to avoid being taken aback by unfavorable developments in the future. It is possible to bring one's reputation and finances to ruin if one fails to see potentially serious circumstances, attitudes, or other warning signs. Investors have one and only one viable option for successfully navigating their way through the turbulent waters that are present in new and emerging markets, and that is to perform comprehensive due diligence on investment prospects. The process of conducting investment due diligence involves much more than simply collecting data that is easily accessible, such as through the use of the internet or secondary sources. To be of real use to the business, a good report on due diligence will provide market intelligence insights that have been distilled from an unbiased assessment, customer surveys, stakeholders and management reviews, competition analysis, and financial projections, to name just a few of the most important aspects. Investors can be equipped with greater insights for making confident business decisions by conducting due diligence that is supported by market intelligence in the following ways. Assess the state of the company. In the current investment climate, which has been tainted by erroneous decisions that have cost investors billions of dollars, many investors are now demanding to dig through the complexity of the balance sheet, employee competencies and contracts, supplier contracts, intellectual property and patents, loan agreements, and outstanding or potential litigation, if there is any. Understanding the cash flow management, the accounting standards of the target firm, and checking for NOLs, notice of liability, that could be transferred or lost as a part of the purchase are all key factors that play a role in the decisions that an investor makes. It is here where a qualified due diligence team that is experienced in performing independent investment research will channel their efforts to analyze integration planning, retention and remuneration of management and staff, the location of offices, and other such aspects of the business. In addition to this, the team would work toward comprehending the impact of the acquisition and how it would be interpreted in terms of control by the partners and suppliers involved. All of this information might be obtained by paying a visit to the headquarters of the firm and having a conversation about the potential changes with the company's management, shareholders, and any other relevant stakeholders. In the process of benchmarking the performance of a firm, customers are also a very helpful guide. Factors such as customer happiness and loyalty can be evaluated by conducting polls and telephonic interviews with consumers, as well as examining what customers are saying about the company on various social media platforms, among other methods. Determine the technological and intellectual property roadmaps. A good exercise in doing one's due diligence will also take into consideration how well the investor's target organization is furnished with technological assets that will assist the investor in achieving their objectives. A study of the present selection of technologies, the company's patent portfolio, the risks associated with intellectual property, and the potential to incorporate new and upcoming technologies can ultimately help in drawing up a concrete business value. Investors can anticipate not only gathering this useful information but also gaining insights into the strengths, limitations, and best practices to increase post-investment performance by conducting formidable market research. This will allow investors to maximize their returns on their investments. In addition to this, knowledgeable market intelligence consultants will also provide a comprehensive examination of pertinent patent documents, drawing attention to any potential patent infractions as well as any emerging innovations that could pose a threat shortly. Get an understanding of the competitive landscape of the market and industry. It is common for financial estimates of growth and scalability to give the impression of being overly optimistic. When faced with situations like these, conducting comprehensive market research can assist investors in drilling down to more realistic statistics, and in some cases even uncover new organic chances for growth within the existing industry. It would be excellent to hire an investment due diligence team that not only can communicate in multiple languages but also has a global presence that encompasses the target market of the prospective company. Analyze the current state of the market competition. Because it takes a certain level of expertise, competition analysis is a task that should be delegated to those who are considered to be experts in the field of market intelligence. It is widely regarded as one of the most challenging areas in which to obtain tangible information. No competitor will willingly share confidential information, and secondary sites frequently provide a view that is peripheral and out of date of the company's present situation. This is the point at which a due diligence team with several years of experience in the market research may dive in with carefully written questionnaires that are distributed to customers and suppliers to provide insights into the health and intentions of a rival. Next, having a conversation with the sales staff of your rival company can lead to the discovery of an unexpected treasure trove of valuable data that would otherwise be well out of your reach. A valuable image of the competitive landscape can be built by weaving together the aforementioned information with characteristics such as capacity utilization, the number of employees, and real estate transactions via web research. Assess the potential of the market for its current size. Acquiring knowledge about the company's target market, including its size, growth rate, trends, and demands, will assist in analyzing how to discover possible marketing possibilities. These insights will also provide investors with customer-driven market segmentation, which will allow them to develop smart product/service launches and upgrade their operations. In addition to evaluating the expansion of the market, one of the most important components of due diligence is to pinpoint the growth intensity areas and the variables that are responsible for increasing revenue. Investors need to have either a top-down or bottom-up perspective on the market estimate, depending on whether the growth is being driven by pricing flexibility or a uniquely positioned product. This will assist build a cause and effect link that highlights the appeal of the company that is the topic of the investigation. Investors will be armed with important data analysis of everything from environmental forces to competition and other vital elements that could affect the position of the target firm if good investment due diligence is performed. These insights are critical for evaluating a potential deal and the pricing implications, as well as for establishing a plan for a post-deal strategy. M&AMP, a due diligence. In the field of mergers and acquisitions, M&AMP, a business that is thinking about making a deal will conduct a financial study on the firm that they are considering purchasing, the target company. An assessment of potential future growth could also be included in the due diligence process. The potential acquirer may pose queries concerning the organizational framework of the transaction. In addition to this, the acquirer will most likely examine the existing procedures and policies of the target company in addition to conducting a shareholder value study. Traditional mergers and acquisitions (M&AMP) include the target company employing risk analysts to carry out due diligence on the target company by researching its costs, benefits, structures, assets, and liabilities. This practice is more commonly referred to as hard due diligence. M&AMP transactions, on the other hand, are increasingly being subjected to soft due diligence, which involves the investigation of a company's culture, management, and other human factors. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.